Hey, Samir, how are you? Hey, Samir.
Hey, Toddy, I didn't see you there. Oh, you joined us. Okay, I see you. The first person who joined will join us that. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I am joining with the CNCF account.
Got it.
Yep. Okay. Sorry, setting up YouTube streaming and so on. Let's see. Okay. So, Samir, I do not see any agenda for today.
Yeah, I think I am behind on putting the agenda. My bad on that one. I think I was just trying to continue from where we left last week or last Monday, which was to release RC6 today. That was the agenda. Let me add it there right now.
Actually, I'm adding it, so no worries.
Yeah, release of
Uh,
RC6 by tomorrow. I think that was the big thing. And I wanted to see where we are with the tracking. Let me bring up the.
Do you want to share it or?
Yeah, let me.
I will update the notes in the meantime.
Yeah, let me bring up the project board. Yeah, give me a minute. Unless Pritesh has more recent data, I'm just going to look at the project board as to where we are with that.
Yes, I do. We have done release for notation Go, for Go. For notation, I think there was one PR pending, which I just merged a minute back. So we should be ready to release notation. I'm just waiting for confirmation from you if that's the case, if there are no other PRs pending. As far as I know, there shouldn't be any other PR pending.
Yeah, that looks like it. That looks like, yeah, I think they all are marked done actually. Let me share my screen for a brief second here. Yeah, I'm looking at RC6 here. Everything we planned for RC6 is done. Simplify Docker credential helper, rotation delete returns confusing messages, improve error to know. Hey Pritish, where is the oh, that's the exceed max verification limit. Okay, I was thinking where that is. I know. Hey Pritish, we were talking about adding digest checks on sign and verify both. Did we conclude on doing it for sign as well?
We did for sign also.
It's not showing up here. Was there a separate issue for that? Let's mark it here.
I'm not sure whether separate issue. Like I can go and verify the PR.
Let me look at the PR. Let me open the PR. Yeah.
I remember I had a discussion with Patrick yesterday night around that. So, yep, there's a PR which was merged 9 hours ago.
So it's a separate PR number. Huh? Let's just mark it for RC. What's the number?
I mean, it's already part of the RC6 release.
It's already part of.
So we have already released RC6 for notation Go and Go.
Okay, got it. Oh, that's fine. We've done that already. I was just thinking of just putting it on the board as well. If it was a separate PR, so it's on the board as well that we worked on it. That's fine. I can go look for it outside of this meeting.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, so what I'm hearing is all the issues we originally tracking is done. One more for sign, for digest check on sign is also completed. Unless there is any objection, I think we are ready to cut the release then.
I am happy to hear that. So yeah, if do you actually want to start with that, or do you want to get some confirmations from him and me?
I think we need. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to get confirmation from Freeman. He said he told him that he will get a release tomorrow after the final PR is merged. I just merged the final PR, so just wanted to confirm that everything else is merged and ready to cut the release. Can we get a final confirmation from Freeman at least? Yeah.
Okay, let me ping them in Slack on this project and see whether they will reply. And Samir, are you doing the release or is it Pritesh?
I will do the release. Somebody will
Sorry.
Yeah. They will do the release basically.
Okay. Oops, I lost my. Okay. Hopefully he will.
I mean,
reply.
there is no PR pending in notation go, which needs to be merged. This has and we were planning for release tomorrow. That has to which means we have merged all the PRs. Then can you open the notation PRs? I don't think any of them is ready to be merged, or we were planning that.
Notation PR. Okay, let me share my screen. GitHub. Yeah, this one we said we can defer, add number of arguments validation.
I think we can defer to after this RC6.
Okay, add number for argument validation, improve plugin installation UX. Yep, that can be deferred.
Yeah, these are pretty old. These are from March, so they were not ready.
Okay, so that's notation. We can look at notation.
Go is already released, so all things all PRs are merged.
Let's see. These are open, but they are old ones. Yep, I see that. So if notation is Go is released and core Go is released as well. Yeah. Correct. Let me just look at the issues. Yeah, that's fine.
But there is no release issue for notation also. Okay, so what I will do is I will raise the PI and open an issue to vote for notation.
Yeah, I think that's the fairest thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to create a PR to update to merge in the notation go release and then raise a new PR for that. So there I will do the 2 items.
Okay, that's the only thing that we need to do to actually start the PR for the release.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, if you send the link in the Slack channel, then we can go and vote, and hopefully we'll get enough votes so we can release that tomorrow.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. And I don't know whether my other question, of course, would be what is the timeline for 1.0.0 release? Ritesh, have you had a chance to talk with Yi about that?
No, but I didn't talk to you about that. So all
And
things which assigned
yeah,
to
go
me
ahead.
So all the changes which were assigned to me or Vani or Samir are done. That's the only update I have, but I haven't talked to you about the release timeline.
Can we? So I think we initially were discussing 2 weeks from now, which is, let me look at my calendar. I think it was the 6th or something. Actually, the 9th or 8th or 9th, if we can target for the final release. So, do you guys think that this is doable? Should we kind of get more firm on that date?
Yeah, so I had some more thought on it after we met. Like, so I completely agree. We should focus this on doing the must-have things for the V 1.0.0, anything with security, anything with governance, anything with compliance, so that when we formally announce a 1.0.0, there's nothing left pending on these. Improvements
Mhm.
can also come later, but anything with governance or security. So I haven't made a swipe if we have fixed all the governance PRs that we had created once. So so I wanted to take a little bit more cautious approach to make sure everything we said we will do as part of the rebranding and the governance changes are in place before we do that 1.0.0. So it's just not the features or the spec, but also the other processes.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I agree with this. What? So, do you want to have, like, let's say, a day to review this and eventually have this discussion on Monday? We need to file all the items that we would like to do before the release and put them in the kind of the board for 1.1.
Yeah, I was thinking like I need, or maybe if Fimin is more up to speed or Yi is more up to speed on all the governance things, that maybe if one of them who's more up to date on it can just show us, here were all the governance issues we were tracking, and here's how they're completed. That will probably be quicker versus me trying to discover them. If we can take an action item on that, because example, I'm looking at 1.0.0 open issues in this at the moment, right? So we have the security best practice as an example that came out. That's all fair, but I'm not seeing the governance issues here listed. So it will help me if somebody can tell me here, oh, here's the governance issue dashboard. Okay, I see a lot of to-dos here still.
So I don't think that we can be completely complete with the governance. So there are some items that we need to look at. I don't know whether you're sharing something. I don't see it on my screen, but
Yeah.
we, for example, I've been kind of discussing, let's say, contribution ladder with Feynman and Nia, and I think they have an item for the contribution ladder that they created. I think the most important ones from governance we need to identify, which is the naming part, which we were asked to do. The security is the other one, which we are addressing. But from there on, we can constantly improve the governance and whatever actually we discover, because I think last week we were discussing kind of improvements of the release process, right? And documenting the release process. After we do the release, we can add additional documentation, because I'm pretty sure that we'll discover something even as part of the release, right? What you have, actually, what you see right now, I think those were the ones that we identified as kind of the important things to do, which include mainly the documentation for the security, that we have the 4 items. And I think the naming convention is the other one, at least, that I see important to get before the release. let me know if you think differently.
When you say the naming convention, you're talking about the rebranding?
Well, the proper branding, I would like to call it, not the
Okay.
rebranding.
Got
Yeah,
it.
the proper branding of the things.
Okay, that's fair. I
Um,
think that
yeah.
that's a better call out. Yeah. So yeah, I think somebody who has been following it more closely than I have been, if they can give a 30-minute update on Monday,
Yep.
here's the things, here's the status, here's who is left to who we need to chase down to complete this. I think that will, after that happens, then we can project a 1.0.0 date better.
And we've been working with the document writer actually to address the security documentation items that we filed. So 3 of them are in pretty good shape. The only one is kind of the security guidance for plugin development. That may be one thing that we need to work on next week for sure. But yeah, I still think that we should put some target dates just to target towards Sue and make sure that we align to that date. Else we can postpone the date like every time.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think definitely. I think that's why the second week of June sounded like a good one. But you asked me what my confidence interval is. I said I need to look at those governance issues for me to give my confidence interval as to be a really good for that date. But I'm aligned with you that we shall have a date in mind, and but I just don't have a good handle on those issues at the moment.
Okay. I'm looking at the calendar again. So today is 25th. So 2 weeks from now is the 8th. Let's keep 8 as the tentative date for those, and I will ask Feynman and me to really add everything to the board for the 1.0 release, so we have clear view of what we want to have done before that, and we can get more details on Monday from them. Will that work, Samir?
Yes, I think
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just. Zero release. Okay, fine. Monday is the 29th. Okay. Oh, Monday is a holiday in the US.
Oh, you're right. Monday is a holiday for us in the US. Oh, darn.
Yeah, and I asked them actually to move this meeting, if possible, to Tuesday. Unless
How about
actually,
how about we just all, Pritesh, what do you think? Instead of Tuesday, we just meet on Thursday. Like if Mondays are, I know I'm taking some time off, so I will not be there for Monday, coming in late on Tuesday. So should we keep it? Should we have a meeting on Tuesday just to check sync, or we can cover everything via Slack and just meet on Thursday? What will be your choice? We can obviously do a voting on it to see if we can't meet on Monday, should we meet on Tuesday or just pick back up on next Thursday?
either one works for me.
Yeah, I mean, we can do Thursday.
But Thursday we'll have to do early in the morning so that Yi and others can join, right? Otherwise, that time doesn't work for them. Okay, how about we just
It will be.
how about we just let them propose a time, because we can't meet on Monday. So let them propose a time on when we can meet in that week, whether it's Tuesday or early morning Thursday. I'll be fine either way. Let's just propose a time where they can join as well.
We can also do Wednesday. Is Wednesday okay with you?
Wednesday is a very busy day for me at work. So that's why I was thinking either Thursday or Tuesday, but not Wednesday. But that's fine. Let's just do a voting on it. Let's just let them, if we know we can't meet on Monday,
Yeah.
Or Pratish, you think you can join on Monday? I won't be, so it's hard for me to say if you.
No, I don't think we should. I cannot meet on Monday also.
Okay, so
Right.
let's do Thursday then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just pick up
Okay.
unless we have a emergent need to meet. Yeah, let's just plan for Thursday then. Let's just skip the meeting on Monday then.
So anyway, we would be doing a release tomorrow, so I don't think we'll have much thing to talk from technical side on Monday or Tuesday meeting.
Okay. Let me. I'll ping E and ask him to eventually find time that will be convenient for them, either Tuesday afternoon or Thursday early morning. And then we can kind of decide whether we can keep the 8th as a date for 100 release, or whether we want to move it another week.
Hard to say. I think moving another week seems the easy option. How about if you're meeting on Thursday, it will be hard to decide on 8th, sitting here today.
Then should I put tentative like 14th or 15th of June?
Yeah, I
My
think that,
concern with moving the date more and more into the summer is that, summer is not very active period. And we are kind of running into the risk that we may not get feedback until September. Right? If we go into the second half of June, I already started seeing, at least on my side, folks getting on vacations. I know customer of ours are taking time off, that we've been talking about Notary with them. So the more we push it out, we run into the risk to actually delay feedback from the release.
how about we pick up 12th? Like 12th is a Monday. We are meeting on 12th. We have a pick up 12th as the date. That gives us 1.5 weeks after we meet next Thursday to make sure everything is lined up as a tentative launch.
Okay. That's 0612. Okay. Okay. Anything else from you, Samir, Pritesh?
No, I just wanted to welcome the new members. Pranit, I think I've
Yep.
seen your PRs and all. I haven't heard from Miran yet. Welcome, Miran and Lata.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, I think Miran and Lata, they were in the last Thursday meeting.
Everyone.
Okay.
Yes. I was there on the Thursday meeting, last Thursday. Oh, well, Wednesday. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, for me, it's Thursday. I could not attend Tuesday's meeting, but I did watch it through. I did have some questions, some follow-up questions from which I had last week. Is that fine for me to ask?
Yep. Yep. Certainly.
Okay. So it's a follow-up question on now with regards to implementing notation signing for, as I mentioned before, the language ballerina. I was thinking of automating the process via a workflow. So I wanted to ask the status of the workflow essentially for notation. I remember Yi mentioned that Joshua or Daphne, as it's on GitHub, has set up a sample kind of action. Is there any progress on that? Wanted to clarify regarding it. I'll post the link as well.
Yeah, so I am not sure what is the progress on that. We need to check the repository. As far as I know, we were targeting to release the GitHub action together with the release of 100 of notation.
Okay. Okay, yeah. That's great to hear, because I plan on using it as well. So amazing to hear. Also, a follow up on last week's question related to signing installers or release artifacts. As I followed up on what Pritesh mentioned with regarding to signing via the own operating system. There is an existing system like that. I did verify that. I was looking to more whether Notation could sign something like what do you call that, archived files or zip files in that regard, if that's possible. Will that be possible with 1.00 or will that come in a future release?
Yeah, I as discussed last time. So right now, Notation relies on OCI
Yeah.
structure for
Yeah.
signing, right?
Yeah.
And you can push like any kind of file to a OCI registry and sign it with Notation. But when you download it, you need to actually pull it with. First, you can verify the signature with Notation, and then if the signature is valid, you can decide to pull it. So you can use auras for pushing and pulling such type of artifacts.
Yeah.
Or registry, but they need to be served from a registry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that clarifies basically that doubt. Anyways, thank you very much for the clarifications. Hope I see this getting developed more. I'm planning to use it and I'll give you my feedback based on that.
Okay, thank you. So Lata or Pranit, anything from you?
Hi, hello. Am
Hello.
I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, I have a question regarding the website, which is a part of LFX mentorship program. I find there are several things that has to be improved to the website, but I'm not raising any issues on GitHub repository because I think that is the part of LFX program itself. So is it fine, or should I raise issue and start working on that?
You can feel free to actually raise issues and work on that. I am not actually familiar with the whole process for LFX. Feynman and E are driving this process, so they will be the best people to actually answer any questions about LFX mentorship program. But the project is open source. Anybody can kind of raise issues and eventually submit PRs. Of course, the PRs will be approved based on our kind of process for PRs. So you can feel free to open issues and work on that. For any questions about the LFX mentorship, please ping Feynman and E.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hi, one final question. As you mentioned, now RC6 will be released most likely tomorrow, yes? If so, will the general release will come within 2 weeks or so? Is up to my understanding. That's what I got to know. Is that the case?
Yeah, we just discussed that we would like to target June 12th for the release of 1.0.0. It's a little bit more than 2 weeks, but yeah, in the first half of June.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks a lot. That's all in terms of questions from me. I'll hope to attend the next few meetings as well.
Thanks, Miran. Pranit, do you have any questions?
Hello. I have the question about the LFX, but I will message directly. Means I have the question about that's any interview happening around this period, because right now is the application reviewing period started. That's I have to answer.
Okay. As I said, so ping Feynman and E they will be able to help you with that.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So Samir, I think Pritesh left, right? So if there's nothing else, I think we can end the meeting.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day or nice evening, wherever you are.
Thanks. Bye now.